This tutorial will show you how to create custom muzzle flashes for Halo Custom Edition. I received a request to skip the actual creation of the bitmap, so I've got one already created here. If you already have your own bitmap, then you just need to make sure that you arrange it like I have this one here. You can have however many of these sprites that you want, but make sure that they're on a blue background separated by 1 pixel and a vertical row here. Okay, so I'm going to move this into my data folder for the UMP45 that I created in the previous tutorials. I'm going to paste it here. Now I'm going to create a backups folder here and move these other textures that I don't want to recompile again into there. Alright, I'm going to open up Gorilla or Cornman, whichever you want to use. Create a new bitmap. Set this to sprites. Change this to 16-bit color. Change this to default. Set the sprite budget size to 256 by 256 and the sprite budget count to 1. Okay, and then we're going to X. Do we want to save? Yes. We're going to save this to weapons, UMP45, bitmaps, and flash. Okay, now you can close that for now, and you're going to want to compile your bitmap. Tool, bitmaps, weapons, UMP45, bitmaps. Alright, that compiled successfully. Now go ahead and open up Gorilla again and navigate to your tags, UMP45, bitmaps, and go ahead and open your flash bitmap. Now you can see it here. It's compiled it into one 256 by 256 bitmap, and you can see here that it has 5 different sequences, each one with the position of one of those flashes. Okay, so now we're going to create a new .particle tag, and the first thing we're going to want to do is check, let's see, animate once per frame, dye is on contact with water, self-illuminated, and random vertical mirroring. Alright, for the bitmap, we're going to enter the file path to the bitmap that we just compiled. And then for physics, we're going to use an existing one from Halo. It's going to be effects /point physics /cold smoke cloud. Wait, I have that wrong. Let's see. Tags effects point physics. I typed paint physics. Alright, there we go. Now the lifespan is going to be 0.075. Put that value in for both. Let's see, we want it to animate 30 frames per second. And first sequence index is going to be 0, and initial sequence count is going to be 5. And we're going to set this to parallel to direction. Now check sort bias and change this to add. Alright, now you're going to save that as weapons, UMP45, and we're going to call this flash. Now we're going to need to make 2 more of these. The second one, we're going to also check random horizontal mirroring right here, and we're going to change this to screen facing, and we're going to save that as flash center. And then on the last one, we're going to change this to perpendicular to direction. Oh, and yeah, that should be good. And we're going to save that one as flash muzzle. Okay, now close that. Now we're going to create a new effect. We're going to add one location. It's going to be primary trigger. Now we want an event with one part here. Instead of add the primary trigger, type is going to be sound. And we're just going to add our firing sound here, like we did in previous tutorials. Let's see, suppressed fire, there it is. Okay. Now go down to particles. We're going to add one, and this one is going to be on primary trigger, only in third person. The offset we're going to put to 0.005. The particle type is going to be UMP 45, and flash. This one's going to be flash. Now stay attached to marker and interpolate tint as HSV, sorry. Okay, now count is going to be 1. Put that in for both values. Velocity is going to be 0.01, and the radius is going to be 0.075 and 0.09. I'm going to set this to 0.075, make that white, and 0.0875, and again, make that white. Okay. Now we want to duplicate this particle, and this new one is going to be flash muzzle, and we're going to change the position to negative 0.004. These values might be a little off, but it'll be close. And the size is going to be 0.045 to 0.06. Alright, now we're going to add a new event and a new particle. This one is going to be in first person mode only, still on the primary trigger. The relative offset is going to be 0.025. Stay attached to marker and interpolate as HSV again. Now count is going to be 1, velocity 0.01, radius 0.045 to 0.06. Same values here. And this one needs to be the flash center one that we created. Okay, I'm not covering smoke in this tutorial, so you can either copy the existing smoke out of an existing weapon tag, or you can just not have it. Now I'm going to save this effect to weapons, UMP 45, and I'm going to call this, I'll just save it over the existing one, fire bullet. Okay, now let's see. That should be about it. So now, see, my weapon tag is already has the fire bullet effect listed. I'm going to close Gorilla. I'm going to compile a test map. No, I need to place it in a map first. I don't think I've got it in any. I'm going to open up Sapien. Let's see. Alright, game data, net game equipment. Make sure it's set to all games. And then just give it the file path to your item collection. Save the scenario as UMP 45. Now, and that compiled okay, so I'm going to switch to a different video. Okay, as you can see, I'm in game. I've got the gun. Sound effects working along with the muzzle flash. switch to third person here. And that's it. You have your own custom muzzle flash. Now if I were to adjust the positioning of it a little, it would overlap the silencer quite so much, but that's fine.